Hey guys, it's Cody and Clance from Bar 7 Ranch, and today we got another installment of working on Clancy's square body to get it ready for the car show that we're going to try to get it entered into. Where we're at right now is we've got the frame all painted and we're going to start putting stuff back on it. Today though, it's a Sunday evening. We can't go get parts anywhere. We don't really have a whole lot to be doing right now until we get some more parts in. So we're going to do a brake job on the old beast here. We're going to pull the hubs and everything off and take the drums and get them turned, all that kind of stuff. I hope I'm saying all that right. I mean, guys, I'm not a mechanic, so. But we're going to basically completely rebuild the brake system on the rear end, and we'll probably do the front, but we're not going to work on that tonight. But look at what we picked up. I've got an old junkie jack, so we went to Harbor Freight, and before you say anything, I know, but we got us a 3-ton jack, and then we really overdid it on these things that Clance is sitting on. Stand that up for him, bud. We bought these 6-ton Daytona jack stands, which I know is probably way more than we need. It's absolutely way more than we need, but they got a little bigger base on them, so I'm hoping they're a little more stable than the little cheapo ones. And so yeah, so we're gonna get started on this. So first thing we need to do, Bub, is we'll get this baby unboxed, and
first we need to find out where the back of the pickup is. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, I know where the back is. Yeah. This guy, I tell you what.
I'm a little jokester.
All right, so I'm gonna turn this off right quick. We're gonna get set up and then we'll get going. All right, guys, so the first thing we're gonna do, hey, if you come in, we're gonna just move it just a little bit to the left. So, yeah, there you go. So we got the way this truck's sitting in here all cattywampus, I wanna move the rear end over just a little bit. So Clance is gonna jack it up, get both back tires up off the ground, and then is that back tire on your side off? No, I don't think you got it balanced there, bud. All right, now see if you can, about right there. Perfect. He's gonna let her down. Okay, now we're gonna get our jack stands put under it, and we just want the rear end just barely off the ground enough to get the tires off of it. So I'm gonna set y'all up here on the toolbox and see what we can get done. You got 2 of them?
Yep.
I'm getting grease on me from already. Okay.
From that,
well.
you touched it.
Huh?
You touched that, that's got grease all over it.
Okay.
In between these deals?
I think we want to set it right about here. Right in, like you need to come in from the other side and kind of set it right above the spring, right in front of the spring. Nope. And then we'll have to slide it under there once you get it jacked up.
All right. So
like with these jack stands, we're not even going to have to really raise them up much. Keep going. All right, that'll do that side. You want to let it down and then you can get your side, or you may just see if I can slide that one under?
This side's crooked, so you ain't gonna slide it under.
What do you mean it's crooked?
Can you, it's not, I don't have it balanced for somehow.
Jack it on up a little bit.
All right, it should go under now. Is it raised up where you want it?
I'm gonna put this one right back here.
Oh, just put that one where you put this one.
It won't fit. It's hitting on a bracket.
You didn't put it in the right spot.
Okay, bud.
You didn't put it in the same spot.
Okay, did you let that fall down one? There you go. All right. Let her down and see what happens. See if you can do it slowly.
I don't want to do it too fast, so I'm trying.
Perfect. Wheels off the ground, both sides. We need to raise this side up one more notch.
Yeah. Which side?
This side needs to go up another notch on the jack stand.
So jack it up a little more?
Yep. And then I'll pull it up and
That was up one.
okay. Let her down.
Hold on, this one needs to... I think they're both good now.
Perfect.
I didn't mean to do it that fast.
That's
it just
all right.
drops.
That is all right, my boy. Might put that little deal in. That just keeps that jack from falling down. Daytona Jack is falling down, falling down, falling down. Daytona Jack is falling down, my fair lady. We see where Clarence didn't paint, didn't paint, didn't paint.
That wasn't my fault. That was halfway yours. Mostly yours.
Why'd you pick that up?
Because I need to get the tools out.
Okay. These kids nowadays, guys, I tell you what. I'm gonna turn my ringer on my phone so when I forget where I put it, Clarence can call it and we'll be able to find it.
If we even know where my phone is, Dad.
If you've been following us, you'll know that this is Clarence's knife shop right here. And it has completely consumed the lower end of my shop. So we are very close to getting him an all new setup for his knife shop. So maybe by the time this airs, we'll have already made a deal on the new knife shop. And that's gonna be exciting because he's gonna have his own space that's heated and cooled. And it's just gonna have his tools for knife making in it. And we're really pretty excited about that. So, okay, so we got the truck jacked up. We got it on jack stands. I mean, and it's solid right there. I mean, but it's only off the ground a few inches. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna pull the wheels off and get them out of the way. And then we're gonna work on getting the hubs off and going from there. So let's see what we can see.
Can I turn this back on?
No. Yeah, you can turn it on.
Do I need to though?
You might, yeah, go ahead. Hang on, there we go. Okay, so Clarence has got all of his lug nuts off. Go ahead and take that tire off. He's already got the one on the other side taken off, so. There you go.
Ah.
That weighs almost as much as you do. So.
These tires different sizes?
Probably ain't even the same size, are they?
No.
All right, guys, so these are some old ragged out tires, no good for nothing. Right up here, we got some brand new tires that we're gonna put on this truck when we get it finished. I've had some real good success with that tire on my pickup. It's a Hercules, I believe is what it is. I can't really remember right now, but okay, so you can see tires off, we're down to the hubs. Grab you a rubber mallet over there.
Huh? One of these?
Yep.
One of these.
So, just like when we took that dust cover off on the trailer.
Am I hitting these off?
Yeah, but hey, get back over here in front of it and just kind of, you're gonna hit kind of up here and see if you can loosen it up and turn it while you're tapping it. Turn it while you're tapping it.
It ain't turning.
Oh, there you go. Give it a whack. Hit it like you mean it. I mean, it almost pulled off by hand earlier, so there you go. You might can just hit on each side.
Yeah, but
I can grab it on each side and just see if you can wiggle it from grab it, reach around and grab it, and see if you can wiggle it. There you go. It's already moving pretty good. It won't come off. Don't jerk it off on your foot though.
Ow.
Would you already cut yourself?
No, I hit that spot on my hand.
He wiped out the other day on his electric scooter and got a pretty good whack in his hand. You want me to give it a try?
Why won't this thing turn easy?
Well, because the brakes have come apart inside there and it's making it hard. Here, let me take a look.
right there. I can feel it.
Let me look right quick.
It's just right here on this side. I can't get that.
Yeah, maybe that.
Maybe it's because it's crooked and I got it crooked or something. I can't get it off now.
I think what's probably happened is that brake. Let's see here.
What are you doing now? Why are you hitting it like that?
Well, it's got dirt, dust, and everything else in there. May grab some brake cleaner. We might over there off the guys. I'm sure we're doing something wrong.
Oh, here it is.
I know down in there.
Is parts cleaner fine?
Yeah.
I bet I can get the other side off before you do.
Oh yeah? Because that one actually turns. You need your deal, your magnetic, so you don't lose them. We don't have the hubcaps for this one. Well guys, Clance was victorious. Go ahead and can you pull it on off?
And I got it off as soon as you shut the camera off.
Yeah.
This thing sure does. Got a lot of dirt in it.
Yeah.
Should be off now.
Well, nearly. Just keep going. There you go. Well, don't let it whack your feet. There you go. Set it down right there, and it's going to go dust everywhere. So, okay. So, what we're looking at here, bub, we want to feel right here. So, feel right here on the inside of this. We're going to run our fingers and tell me what you feel. See if you
all
feel
those marks.
Do you feel any deep grooves or anything? Or
yeah, like I can feel them.
right up here at the top, there's a real deep groove. You feel it?
Uh-huh.
So
kind of see it too.
yeah, you can kind of see it. So this one's starting to break a little bit. You know, they're probably not super bad, but if we're going to go to all the trouble of doing everything we're doing, we might as well do a brake job on it, right? So I think what the problem is over here is one of those shoes, brake shoes, I guess that's what that is, pads or whatever it is. I know I'm going to get ridiculed, but
just let the man do it.
One of those has come loose because when we were moving this thing back and forth, that side over there would constantly lock up on us when we were moving it around without the transmission and everything in there. So I think there's something loose in there and it's binding, but we're gonna get it off here in a minute, and tomorrow we'll take this to town and get it all turned and get all the new parts to rebuild it. All right, y'all, so Clance is gonna get the truck picked up right here, and we're gonna move the... What happened?
I don't know, it pulled out.
Is that supposed to have a pin in it somewhere? Maybe not.
That's what I see.
He's getting ahead of himself. You got it in there? Just push it down. It probably does. Did you break something?
No, I think there's just a spot. It goes into the middle of this.
Okay.
I think it's in there now.
All right, well, don't move.
Oh, I did it wrong.
You did what wrong?
It came right out anyways. Oh, now then, put the top back on this because we know how to work one of these.
Yeah, and then let's get these.
If the top would come undone.
Actually, let's set this guy right here. Maybe. We're using an old pickup bed for a workbench today.
Watch out, Noah.
You gonna jump up there and grab the other one?
Oh. Oh. I'll open this. Oh, never mind. I don't have my knives on me.
Didn't bring his knife.
Well, I had to change jeans.
Oh, man.
I don't even have the same belt on.
So Clance, he has got a, like that smoke gray colored toolbox over here. We'll give you a little tour of that here directly. And all of his little attachments that go on it, he got his green, his little magnetic deals. So he wanted to get a green jack and green jack stand. So that's what we decided to go with today. So, perfect. So we'll put this guy in here. So I'm going to show you guys something here that a lot of people don't know about, that I've noticed from watching some videos and stuff, but let me show you something. So right here, when you get these jacks, this little tab right here, if you'll take a punch and a hammer and knock that in, then this thing, as it comes up, it won't come all the way out because, Bubba, you hold that right there with your hand? Because when you knock this tab in, it'll make it stop right here. So then when you go to pick it up and move it, the stand, the leg doesn't come all the way out there. Who'd have thunk, right? Y'all can just put me a thank you down there in the comment section. That'd be great. Thanks, Cody. Thanks for letting us know. All right, so
where do you
I'll
hit
put that
it?
in.
Where do you hit it again?
Right here. See this? See that little tab?
So, because it catches on the
bottom of that shank there,
right
yep.
here.
And it'll keep it from coming out. So what are y'all's thoughts on Harbor Freight tools? Do you like them? Do you think they're no bueno for using? Here's my thoughts on them. We've got a handful of Harbor Freight stuff. Like all of our wrenches and stuff, our ratchets, our sockets are all, I would say, maybe a higher quality than what Harbor Freight offers. And that may just be personal opinion. I don't know. I've never owned any like Harbor Freight ratchets or wrenches and things like that. So that may, like I said, that may just be me thinking that our stuff's better. But for stuff like this, I don't see a problem with using this. I mean, we're not full-time mechanics, and like this is just a bare frame. Doesn't have a cab or any of that kind of stuff on it. And we're not going to use these a whole lot. I mean, maybe we could get a different set or a more sturdy set or something later on. But I mean, just my first opinions looking at the welds on these and stuff, they look pretty good. I mean, they look good enough for what we're doing, good enough for the girls I date. So we got them put in. Clance, you want to go grab a punch?
Cut this off.
Well, go grab a punch and a
If you'll cut that off, I will.
pretty good size hammer, and we'll get those things set real quick. And then
How big of a punch?
Well, I think I got one right here that'll probably work. Let me look. Yep, I got one right here. We just need a hammer.
This hammer's fine?
Yeah, probably. So. All right, will you run the camera right
yep,
here?
Which one do you want to start on?
Let's just start right here. So this tab right here, guys, this is what I was telling y'all about. I'm just going to set my punch right on top of it, and I'm just going to give it. Now, if that did right, it could probably stand just a little bit more. See how it's just barely catching in there? See that? So let's give it another whack. Got it. Perfecto. How's that set? Assuming our concrete is perfectly level, then that's not setting right. It's a lot better there, but who knows? All right, let's get these set. Caught it. So. All right, so one other thing I wanted to show you guys before we got too far into this. Clance, let's go ahead and I want you to open your toolbox up for everybody. We're gonna do a little toolbox tour of Clancy's toolbox. So when we started this project with Clancy's truck, we got him his own toolbox, and we got him a set of tools, okay? And my tool of choice nowadays, I mean, we can't afford snap-ons, but I absolutely love gear wrench tools. I've had a set of those ratcheting gear wrenches for probably 15 years that I bought when I was working in the feed yard. I guess longer than that, probably 25 years now, but I digress. Anyways, so I got Clance and we got him set up with a set of gear wrench tools. But I did something a little different than most people do, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring you over here and show you. So when we got Clance his set of tools, I got him a complete set of what kind of tools are those?
Impact.
Impact sockets, 1/4 inch, 3/8 and 1/2 inch drives, deep well and shallow. And the reason that I did that, and I want to know what your thoughts are on this, if you could only have one set of wrenches or one set of sockets, why wouldn't you want impact ones? You know, the chances of ever breaking or really tearing up a set of the chrome ones for the average guys like us is probably slim to none, but there's always a chance. I think you've got these are going to last you longer. And most of the stuff that he and I are going to be working on together, I don't think it's going to be an issue with like your wall thickness on these bigger sockets. It might, but I imagine in the future we'll end up getting him a set of chrome ones also. But to start with, this is what we started with. So let's show them everything we got. So you've got your full set, quarter, both metric and standard sockets. Got some of the old Harbor Freight screwdrivers, just some get you going screwdrivers. Got the old lock on there. So in his drawer here, he's got some Allen wrenches, some razor blades, razor knife, scissors, a couple of different.
Hey, that goes on the scooter.
Yeah, it goes on Mom's scooter. And then a couple different tape measures. What do you got down here? Down here, he's got a full set of gear wrench pliers. You got regular linesman type pliers, Kleins, some channel lock type pliers, needle nose, and a pair of dikes. Over here in his deeper drawer, are the big boys. Look at those. Those 1/2-inch drives right there. Look at those. What is that? 36. I mean, that's deep and shallow. So
that's my biggest, I think, yeah.
All right. Next row. He's got a 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2-inch drive ratchet, all made by Gear Wrench, and then a set of Gear Wrench. These are pretty neat. Take one of those out and let's show them to them. So this is just a metric set. We didn't get the standard yet, but we're gonna work on those. Go ahead and pull one of those out and let's show it to them.
Let's try to switch to a bigger one.
Okay, so this is a ratcheting, basically a box end and an open end wrench. This is a 15, 90 tooth ratchet, but instead of having to take it off and turn it over and put it back on to flip your ratchet, it's got a, turn it over so they can see it, not you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so right here, it's got a little switch, where you can go from tighten to loosen. Oh, there you go. Perfect. All right, so what's in your, you got one more drawer left?
Yeah, I think so.
One or two, huh? Over here on the side, he's got a little magnetic tray.
One.
What's in your big one here? Oh, here we go. Oh, so these are metric and standard over here. And then you've got some extensions and stuff that you keep in here. And some
Yeah, they roll around a lot. And then I got some
zip ties.
zip ties.
Then over here, he's got a little...
The ones you usually use.
Yeah. So just as regular, the most common flathead and Phillips screwdrivers. And then those are probably extra parts from when you built your deal.
From when I built something, yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, this is a spray can holder and just some little magnetic stuff. All of his tool chest, these little accessories, these little magnetic accessories and stuff. And I think even these, didn't they?
Anything
organizers?
green is from Harbor Freight.
From Harbor Freight. So, and his toolbox is just U.S. General right there. But it serves its purpose, guys. I mean, maybe one of these days he'll have a snap-on that runs from one end of this shop to the other. But for now, we're going to U.S. General it. Okay, so I'm going to cut you off right quick. Dang, it's pretty dark right there. I'm going to cut you off right quick, and we're going to kind of straighten up the shop a little bit and get ready to go to work. So we'll see where we're at.